Hey, there we go. So, welcome back, everyone, to another episode of the Paperless podcast. In this episode, surprisingly, Curtis wasn't building anything like last episode.
Well, I
Homie
built my
just
chair.
was going to be fucking building a desk, and he left us. Oh, but here, Curtis is here right now. So, what's up, Curtis? How are you doing?
I just built the chair. So, yeah.
Does the chair has any Dalmatians in it?
No, unfortunately not.
And we have in here with us Adrian, of course. What's up, Adrian?
Still here. What's up, guys? What's up, Pablo?
Handsome as always.
Yeah.
Of course.
Most of the time, yeah. A little more chill today, so yeah.
Yeah, and today we have the one and only, the legend, the man, the myth itself, Bao.
Hello, how's everyone? You guys are too kind, but thank you, I'm here.
I mean, I know you because of this video you did with Patrick Kuhn. That video was so sick. Yeah, I think it was a long time ago.
Can you remind me what video that was?
I don't really remember, but you had
It was
this
so sick,
really.
you forgot.
You had the outfit was really sick. You had this outfit that it looked like really futuristic, and it looks so cool. I was like, yeah, I have to follow this guy. He looks too cool. And I just follow you because of the outfit. So, hey, there you go, an outfit I follow.
This is so funny. I don't think I've ever met Patrick Kuhn in person, actually. So-
Wait.
Wow.
Wait, what?
Pablo
Yo,
exposed.
Okay, I'm
Pablo
exposed.
The racist
I'm
now.
being exposed.
No,
Okay.
this is cool.
I'm being exposed in the first few minutes. Oh my
Bruh.
god. Wait,
Pablo
what?
got canceled.
This might be Rodney Rise, maybe?
Oh yeah.
It's all cool because
Bro.
I can see how I wear like the same kind of top.
Yeah,
whatnot.
both.
That's
Yeah,
all
it's
good,
the
man.
outfit. It's the outfit.
Pablo.
Bro, now I feel bad, bro. Fuck.
It's,
Why? I
it's
feel
all good, man.
bad.
He
But
didn't
you
read the
know.
legend.
Oh, God.
Okay, I'm the one getting off the rails this episode. I mean, fair enough. I fucked up.
Alright.
But
But
yeah,
anyway, that's besides the point.
anyways, besides that, big fan of you. You know, I love your cards. I love the way
Love the stuff you've done with the card mafia.
wait,
Thank
this
you.
guy.
No,
No, stop.
Come on, Pablo. Get that.
But yeah,
Come on,
I love the cards. The Boba deck is like, bro, that DS1 sleeve is so pretty. Like,
Yeah. It's
so
peak Asian.
cute. Yeah, like it's like the best DS1 sleeve I have ever seen to date.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I was definitely trying to keep the trend going with unique packaging for the cards. So I thought that was the most fitting option for the boba playing cards, just to have it inspired by bubble tea and then have that sleeve as the cup.
Yeah, it's so fitting, and personally, I'm a big fan of it because I really like to match my decks with my environment. Because we're always on Instagram and taking pictures of everything. Being able to have a deck that looks like boba tea when I'm out, like getting boba, it's like it makes for such a nice picture, and it's just the vibes match, and it's so good.
I mean, a funny thing is that I have never tried boba in my life.
Yeah, you're missing
Like,
out.
my ex-girlfriend used to love boba.
Why is it always... What is with you guys and ex-girlfriends? Oh, my God.
Bro, I have a life. I have a
every
life. It's not my
podcast.
fault that you have never had a girlfriend, Curtis. Like, it's not my fault.
Yeah,
Oh, bruh.
Well,
He's a player.
I was saying, my ex-girlfriend used to love boba, and one time I was about to buy boba, but then we got into a fight, and I said no, fuck that, and I left.
I'm not a
So,
simp.
Oh, my God.
so
Oh, dear.
yeah, I got mad with boba since that day.
not a physical fight. The Paperless
Oh
podcast
no,
does not
no, no,
condone
no!
domestic
I do
abuse.
not condone that. Yeah,
All right. But yeah,
but yeah, love the
good stuff
deck.
overall.
Uh,
We got off
yeah,
topic. Sorry.
we got off
Yeah,
topic. Sorry about
yeah.
that.
So now
It's
Boba
just
reminds you of her.
everything reminds me of her. But yeah, it's yeah.
So I wanted to talk about like what are your inspirations, the people you look up to like have your style and the way you do your videos, your posts and everything.
Okay, so there's definitely a lot of inspiration across many fields. Let's say for my videos, um, definitely definitely well, magic and videos definitely. It's funny I say Patrick Kuhn is one of my big inspirations.
Okay, so I wasn't that
so so
wrong.
you,
Okay.
so there's a link there. There's a link there. But
Yeah.
I love just doing like short videos or short visual magic or things with like high impact and that's very short. So that's actually how my Instagram got started. Like, because back then when you did videos, it was only up to 15 seconds when Instagram first started. So I tried to fit my magic within those 15 seconds, and that kind of shaped the type of magic that I do as well. And then with the start of YouTube, obviously Chris Ramsey is a big inspiration. And I've seen him grow over the years, and that really inspired me to, like to get started as well. I mean, I work in the digital marketing industry. I do video production. I do photography, and I have all the assets that I need to get started. So I thought that this year I would just focus on myself and really make the time to build this off. And so far, I think it's off to a good start.
Yeah, for sure. I
Yeah,
mean,
and like you can definitely see how high quality your videos and your photos are. So it makes sense that you work in that field.
mhm.
And
What
thank
were you
you.
saying, Adrian? Before I
Yeah,
interrupted you.
yeah, no, that's fine. That this year I've seen like the most, you know, he's on Instagram, he's on TikTok, he's doing stuff with his deck, he's doing stuff with marketing, right? So like this year I've seen him like, or seen you rather, you're here, right? Put yourself out there more and more, like in terms of content, at least, more than last year ish. So, and it's good content, so at least, love to see it.
Thank you. And I think that has to do with I guess the pandemic kind of changed a lot of us in some ways. We had to adapt.
Yeah.
I was still fortunate to still have work. However, like it did slow down on the company's end, where the company that I work at. But it did give me a lot of time to reflect, and it did give me a lot more time for myself, because back then I was really always grinding. It's like it's a little more than a 9 to 5. A lot of running around, and when I get home, I'm just too tired to do anything extra. But
Yeah.
I think that really gave me the energy to put work on myself and to grow my brand as a whole.
Yeah. And I'm assuming
Yeah.
once you get into the rhythm of producing, it's easier to keep going, because we all know the hardest part is, well, starting, right? So
Oh
once
yeah,
you got
that's
that out of
true.
the way. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
and
another reason why I started is, believe it or not, I'm not the best in front of the camera.
Read.
Yeah, but I'm not the best like at speaking in front of the camera, or just I'm generally a more introverted person, and it doesn't my online persona doesn't show it as much. But the beauty of editing and jump cuts, that really helped. But over time, it did really help me improve just talking to the camera in general. So that's also why I jumped into YouTube, just to be more comfortable with just speaking.
I mean, like watching your videos and everything, it doesn't really look like you are like that. Like when I see your videos, you look really outgoing and like really chill. And actually talking to you right now, you sound really chill. So I think that you have made progress from not being like that right now. You're being more outgoing and like not sincere, but like yeah, you get it. I mean,
No,
yeah.
definitely. It's and I guess like shooting videos on my own, it kind of allows me to become, I guess, be comfortable with
Yeah.
I guess I open up, let's say, like with, it depends on the people. I'm a lot more comfortable with my friends, or so in a way, like I kind of open up to be more comfortable around the camera, and I can treat my audience as if they're my friends in a way.
Yeah.
Yeah, for
Man,
sure.
that's great. I'm sure like a lot of people listening and even us right now in the chat can relate to using magic or social media content creation as like a outlet to, give them more.
I mean, the reason I started doing magic like way back in the day was to pick up girls. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Well,
like bro, I think that
close enough.
everyone has done that.
Yeah.
I remember
No.
Patrick Kuhn saying the same thing. I remember that. Like everyone starts because they just want to an easier way to meet people and stuff like
Yeah,
that. So
break out of my shell and stuff. That was definitely same. High school coming in, coming to
but
USA for the first time. It was really
personally for
helpful.
me, that was the reason I stopped doing magic because like then everyone
I
knew
know
me.
everybody.
Everyone knew me, but then they knew me as the magic guy. And every time they saw me, they were like, "Yo, can you do a magic trick or something like that?" I was like, "No, I do not want to do magic right now. I just feel like talking. Do you want to talk?" And yeah, it just became really annoying. Like, not they didn't saw me as a person anymore. They just saw me as entertainment or something like that. So that's the reason I stopped doing magic publicly. I still practice, but I do not post videos of magic or anything like that right now. I don't know if you can relate to that, but yeah.
I can definitely relate to how we started magic in a way to help us open up, or be more comfortable with people, or to stand out, if anything.
Hmm.
And definitely I get how at some point we might even have considered that we want to distance ourselves from magic, just to for people to know who we are versus the magic. But I definitely went through that at the beginning when I started my day job right now as in the marketing agency. I kind of wanted to explore who I was as a person, as I don't know, like as a creator rather than just as a magician. But then eventually I embraced both, and now I'm just comfortable. Yeah.
I mean, that's really cool. And I actually wanted to ask you about your McDonald's collab.
All
Yeah,
right.
like how it came to be.
So a lot of my recent brand opportunities definitely came from TikTok. Um, I actually started TikTok, let's
My
say,
favorite.
over a year ago. So that's when TikTok it wasn't as mainstream. It was starting to get mainstream, but like when people thought of TikTok, they were thinking, "Oh, this is for kids and whatnot." But I saw it as an opportunity uh, to build a brand and to use a new platform and to explore for fun. Um, because how I saw was that um, if I were able to build an audience on TikTok, and usually it would be a younger audience, I'm in it for the long game. So as my audience grows and as I grow as a brand, um, they would eventually, let's say if I'm around long enough, I'll be eventually a creator that would be maybe nostalgic to them. Like I would be one of the OG creators in their eyes. So if you're in it for the long game, I think that was one of my strategies in a way. And as I start TikTok, the algorithm back then, even now still, is really explosive because the how it works is that anybody, doesn't matter how many followers you have, could go viral, and it really democratizes just content, and that really built my audience in a super fast way, and that gave me a lot of exposure. So that's how I got in touch with. Well, that's how I was exposed to all kinds of different brands when they were looking for Canadian creators, and I happened to be one of them, and I also happened to do magic. So McDonald's, it was a PR firm that found me. They were just looking for a bunch of Canadian creators that could be potentially do some video magic. But in my case, I was also a magician, so that's how they reached out.
Yeah, thank God they picked a good one.
Thank you.
For real. So, okay, go ahead, Curtis. Go ahead.
All right, cool. So how did you decide what to do, like, in the video? Because I know there's like the fry production and like the pamphlet into the phone. So what drove you into doing those tricks, I guess?
So that's really interesting. The funny story is that the timeline of that project was very, very, very short. The main theme, the main idea about that campaign was to promote the paper coupons, the pamphlets. Well, they wanted to promote the app and let people know that they would have the same deals from the coupons on their app. So for me, the most natural thing to do would be to use the physical coupon and put them in the app. And also they mentioned that they wanted some video magic, like they wanted some video editing. And for me, I only had a few days to think about it. So the day that they reached out to me, I had to submit my idea the very day of, because it was
really? Wow.
Yeah, I had to submit my idea the very day of, and then that very day I was on a flight to British Columbia because I had to help my girlfriend move back with her parents so that she can go study in British Columbia. So they were aware of my situation, and they were kind enough to move my schedule a little bit, but it was still a very tight time frame. So the day that I came back, the day that I landed, I landed at night, and then the next day I received their pamphlet. I had to shoot and deliver the video on the same day. So for me, I was like, okay, fine. Like, I usually don't do video editing for my videos, but in this case, I think it's fine. And I'm not hiding the fact that it's video editing. So like I make the throwing the pamphlet in the phone kind of obvious that it's a video edit.
Oh wait,
same thing.
Is that video editing? Oh my god,
It
you
is.
fooled me. You fooled me. I thought it was like a reel or like something else. I really thought it was real.
I mean, you could probably do it real, but like it's too much effort, right?
Definitely for the short period of time. It would be way too much.
Yeah,
I think it was. I had to. Well, I used the most realistic way to achieve their messaging. So bring the pamphlet into the phone, into the app, and then I made just to add. I made their whole meal appear, and then the actual the effect that was actual magic, like no camera tricks, was the very last one where I made the fry appear.
Yeah, the French fry. Yeah.
Where and it's nothing crazy. It's a
take on a classic.
Yeah. So it's the toothpick trick. So I adapted the fry with that.
Yeah, that was a good call.
It looks really good. The entire video looks really good. But you actually fooled me with that first part. I legit thought it was real. I was like, okay, so I guess he has a reel the paper went to his sleeve, or no, it went to the table. No. But yeah, now you're saying that it was actual video editing. It makes sense because it looks way too good. But it looks really good, but it looks like something that is a possibility.
Thank you. So yeah, definitely. I'm sure there's a way to make it look real, to make it real. It's just it was too short for me to make it happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes sense. I think that Adrian has a thought. Can you say it,
Yeah.
Adrian?
Yeah. That makes me really think about my stance on video camera effects. Video camera, like it's 1920. Like camera effects and like post-production editing in modern day magic. I used to be extremely against it because my thought was like, oh, we're trying to convince people that all this stuff is, we can do it in real life, which we can if we use like one, stop, cut, whatever, After Effects thing, it's kind of all ruined because like, oh, if this is edited, what else is? But then now I'm kind of starting to realize that it's okay in some circumstances, like, the one you were in for the advertising campaign, but also because it's possible that we can translate some of the, those effects in real life. And they may work in, maybe an edited version would work better for social media versus, a slight would work better in person, right? And they wouldn't work vice versa, right? So I don't know. What are you guys' thoughts on that? Because
I
really
totally agree with you, Adrian.
Yeah.
I totally understand your point, Adrian. And actually, I do make a point to never use video editing in any of my posts. I guess for an ad, I didn't care as much, but also like it's like you see a lot of TV commercials that uses like camera tricks.
Yeah.
But in my case, let's say like if it was a bigger production, like I'll definitely make a point to say like, okay, like we can use practical effects for this. But sometimes for TV, it really has to be clean. So that's where like the line gets slightly blurred, or TV magic as well. Like they don't necessarily use camera tricks, but there are definitely other ways to make it look
like that.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah,
pre-show and whatnot.
I've been doing Ernest Change for more than 3 years now, but if you put me on Now You See Me 3 on the set, I'll be like, all right, so cut right here. All right, new card. There we go. And yeah, but the way I think of it is like, let's say we're making a video and I want to make a card vanish, right? I could do something that I have the card in my hand, cover it up, cut the video, drop it, keep rolling, right? And now it's gone. That's a vanish, but obviously I did it using camera tricks. Versus in person, I could, somebody's like, oh, can you do the one you did on your Instagram post? Hypothetically, I could do the same thing, but using a back palm, right? But when I'm doing it on video, you can't catch it, well, as easily as you would a slight, you know what I mean? So being able to translate the effect from video to in person, I feel like it makes it slightly more okay to bring in, like I said, After Effects.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a tangent, but like now you see like on social media, there's like so many like gimmicks and whatnot. At some point, it's like they're really convoluted methods. Like if you see like Kaylin Morelli's stuff on Instagram,
Yeah, geez.
the nothing experiment, like
Yeah.
So
you got like black art, angle play, lightning play, flaps,
so
invisible thread. Yeah.
At some point, like, is it just better to use video editing as opposed to like a method that has like 20 steps? Because like,
So
Yeah,
no
like
question.
in my opinion, as a former magician and magic consultant, yeah, of course, it's easier because like you say, Kelly Morelli has really such a great effects. But take a specific angle, a specific time of day, specific light, specific everything. So it's just way too much to manage. So of course it's easier just to do it from a camera trick instead of just using waiting for the perfect moment to show this one thing that only will last a short amount of time.
yeah, you can't even like do it like in person. So like, you're basically just jacking yourself off. I'm not even joking, right?
Oh,
That's
jeez.
literally it is. You're sucking yourself off. It's like it's I don't know, but like if it's like attainable in real life, then I respect that. That's it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. The easier the method, the better.
true, true.
So I wanted to talk also about you creating your own brand and like the question I think that everyone has in their minds. Why food?
Oh, why food for the Bao
Yeah,
Bao brand?
for the Bao brand.
I think that well, actually, it started as a joke. I was at Cardistry Con in Portland, and I was actually with Kevin Yu. He invited me over to the Cardistry Con, and one day I just told him like, yo, what if like I made like instant noodle playing cards just so that I can say that I'm sending nudes. And then and then he's
Yeah.
like, "Oh, well, do it. You can actually do it." And um, that's where I start seriously thinking about it, and that became the instant noodle playing cards. And while I was creating that, I was trying to find a way to build a brand off of that, so that there's some continuity. And I guess the whole Asian food brand came to mind, and there was a lot of potential in creating more in that field.
If you ever want to branch out into Mexican food, I'm your guy. For
I'll
real.
blow.
I'm down to make tacos playing cards or like
Yeah.
tamales playing cards or
That would be
nachos. I
awesome.
don't know, bro.
Bao X Pablo collab coming soon. You
Yeah,
heard it here first.
for sure. I'm
You heard it
totally
here
down, bro.
first.
Yeah.
But yeah, I talking about the noodles, like I love the packaging it comes in, like the little plastic bag and everything. It looks so good, like legit
Thank
looks
you.
really good. It actually looks like noodles. I think if I got one of those deck and placed it in my kitchen, someone from my family will try to actually microwave it or something like that. I was like, don't do that,
Well,
please, or something like that. But yeah, it looks that real, bro.
I'm more
thank you.
concerned
That
about
was
the fact that you're gonna microwave noodles. Like I
No
don't think that's
water.
how you do it.
Oh yeah, no water.
Well,
Of
I don't
course, no
think that's
water,
right.
bro.
A little slip, but yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but yeah,
definitely.
the goal is definitely to make it look as realistic as possible. I definitely explored other ways to make the packaging look exactly like what you would find. It's just that I think it was I think food that type of food packaging was too expensive to make. So the one that I used was the next best thing, which I actually prefer now.
Actually, I think you did the same with the boba deck. I remember hearing you talking about the 6 decks half brick or something like that. That it looks like a carry-on boba thing. So that's actually cool. Like where you place drinks, the little cardboard thing where you place drinks.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Drink folder.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, drink
Yeah.
holder. Yeah, that's it. That's it.
Yeah. I actually haven't thought of that. Like the drink holder, that would be like a tray or like
Yeah,
a,
the little
okay.
carry-on tray. Yeah.
I don't know if you've ever been to a fast food restaurant and you order like more than 3 drinks or 2 drinks. They give you like a cardboard, like
Yeah,
Man,
exactly,
we're in
exactly.
Canada, man. We know our Tims.
yeah,
Yeah,
but
exactly.
yeah, I guess since the noodles, I also kind of established the brand as I would have to make a very unique packaging for my decks, because really what stood out was the packaging for the instant noodles. So for boba, I really had to
This
at
leaf.
least
Yeah, this leaf.
yeah.
So,
So the
like I
sleeve, that's what
said
it came in.
earlier, so good, like so cute. Like I want to like take the little cheeks it has and just squeeze them, bro. Like looks so
yeah.
good. Looks
Yeah.
so pretty.
Yeah. I haven't handled cheeks in a long time, but not to discourage.
Oh
The
my,
packaging
this
is really
guy off
good.
the rails,
But this
off the
isn't to
rails.
discourage that the back design is also pretty nice. You know, you got a borderless going. You know, there was not to name any names, but I've heard there's another noodle deck on the streets that doesn't look as good.
Is the
Packaging is
same
kind of
guy?
lame.
The same guy that did freshman year, I think.
No, it's a different guy.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I have
Well,
a question.
to comment on the other noodle deck, we're actually on good terms. We came we came
We do not condone bullying.
yeah
I mean,
we
if you want, we can throw hands at him. Like, just say, "I know people, bro. I know people."
no Darren's cool.
Yeah.
Because well, actually I was working on the instant noodles deck, and eventually as I was in the middle of finalizing my project, I saw that he was also working on it. He was like posting some stuff, and I kind of internally panicked because I was like, no, I don't want. I'm not about to steal. I didn't steal this idea. Like, so I just I reached out to him, and we made it clear that it was both our like we both came with it independently, and I also shared my designs with him prior to the release as well.
Yeah, and also being honest, your deck is better. Your deck is way ages better than his.
Light years. No.
Just saying. No shade. Well, yeah, I'm throwing shade, but just saying.
Shade, all the shade, but
yeah, being honest.
Our decks are different.
Yeah.
Of course, yours is actually good. His is not. So they are really different.
No bullying here, man.
Okay, off the rails.
So actually, just like a question, but no offense, but like, why did you come up with the boba hollow gilded, like as a random?
I was gonna make a joke about that.
Yeah,
I was gonna be like, besides money, why did you gild it?
Okay, just to clarify.
Okay.
I'm a big fan of the brown sugar because I think it fits the theme, but like I think hollow gilding just feels really out of place. So
Besides
I totally
the money,
get you. I'll tell you why. I just thought it was cool, man. I thought the hollow gilding was
pretty
cool,
sick.
so I did it.
I mean, it's fair.
Now Bao's gonna hunt me down to Montreal.
And like the money is an extra, of course.
Yeah. You shouldn't have told them you're in Montreal, Curtis. You
throw
so
hands.
which neighborhood do you live in Montreal, Curtis?
He always throw hands at you.
Yeah.
Okay.
But honestly, reason is, well, I actually never really owned a hollow gilded deck, and I think the brown sugar one definitely made sense, and I think that there wasn't any other copper gilded decks out there, or not that I've seen many of those. And as a second one, I mean, I don't think gold would make really sense. Not that hollow made any more sense, but I think it was just I just wanted a more special edition feel to it, and I thought that hollow would be the fitting one.
I mean,
Right.
fair enough.
Respect.
Fair.
Respect.
I respect it.
I'll
Of course.
accept that answer.
Yeah. So,
Um,
can you talk a bit more about the design process of like each deck? And did you actually made the design yourself, or did you do you have a designer? Like, just letting you know, I'm a free agent. If you need a
okay.
designer, I'm over here. We can talk
Sounds
about it in
good.
the DMs.
Okay.
Or
Well,
shameless
I'm
plug.
actually we'll talk. But yes, I actually the concepts are definitely my own. Since I've been around cards for pretty much my whole life, and I'm a card collector as well. And so all the design concepts and ideas that was from me. However, I do have illustrator and designers to help me with realizing my decks. So for the first one, a little challenging because initially it was going to be a borderless deck. Just like the noodle pattern is so busy as a whole. I think we went through like 3-4 different iterations until we found the last one, which is the borderless version. It Yeah, I mean the whole design process for that one was just to make it look as close as a pack of instant noodles while having a back design that kind of that looks playable, that's not boring as well. So I didn't want like just noodles as a back, so I added chopsticks there. And it feels like a two-way deck. So it's not entirely a two-way deck, but for that one, it feels like one. And then for the boba, I learned from the instant noodles deck, and I decided to make the boba deck a little more magic friendly, magic oriented, so that magicians could actually use it, such as myself as well. So I definitely wanted like a deck that I could actually use every day, and that I wouldn't like. It didn't feel it would feel more of a like a worker's deck. So I added borders. I made it like a proper two-way deck. I added the double-sided card and a duplicate. And for the design at the back, I wanted the design to look nice in a fan. So that's where like the liquid wave pattern comes in, and I think it looks great. So yeah, that's how I guess I came up with the concepts at least.
Yeah, and like for the boba deck, I really regret not getting any on the Kickstarter because you had really great deals over there.
Yeah.
I was broke at the time, so yeah,
Yes.
that's the
Speaking
thing.
of, since we're so all such fans of the boba deck, and to a big topic of conversation, I was gonna ask how can a homie get a few? Maybe me, maybe Pablo, maybe even a little discount. I mean, it's all up to you. Buy
We can
one
definitely
get
work on
three.
something. We can definitely work on something once
Hey,
they're into
hey.
production. I know for Curtis, that's gonna be a lot easier.
Damn.
Man, you will
Yeah.
have to charge Curtis extra because of the
Yeah,
Gilded
no, he's
question,
gonna be
you
charged
know.
double.
Please
He's
don't.
gonna
I
charge
really
Buy
just
two
double.
get one special.
I really just wanted to know Curtis's address. That's all.
Oh, okay, fair. I will let you know his address later. I
I've
have it.
actually never jammed with the Montreal cardist because I keep getting scared of random people. I was like, well, I can go, but like, I have to go to Note, and I'm like, I don't know anyone. I'm gonna cry, and so I never went.
But the group is really chill. There's my buddy Carson um
Elise.
and yeah, yes, and I actually started the group, but then afterwards I got too busy to really to manage it, I guess. So Carson is really the main guy who really represents the Montreal Cardistry group now.
Yeah, I mean they're Canadians. How scary can they really be? You know what I mean?
I don't know, man.
Are they going to hug you to death or something like
I
that?
mean,
Like,
we're just a bunch of dudes. We're just a bunch of dudes shuffling cards. I mean, what
That
more
too.
can we do?
Yes, I know, but I am the socially awkward Asian. So yeah,
I feel you. I feel you.
I think every Asian felt that. They're like, "Oof, I'm an introvert too."
Yeah.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah, I can.
All
Okay.
right, so we heard it here first. Bao is giving us each a free brick from
God.
mobile playing cards, and including out of courtesy, hollow gilded deck in each order. So we appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Speaking of gifting gilded decks, did you know that I couldn't even get my hands on my own gold gilded decks for my
Oh yeah, I
noodles?
saw that. I saw that.
Oh,
I
wow.
saw that. I saw that. I was like, what the fuck? Why? You made them. Why could it? Yeah. So
Yeah,
what?
so they were made in such limited quantity that, and then there were some issues with like the numbers of orders that we oversold. So I didn't even
Yeah.
have one for
I
myself.
can relate to that because Kevin did the Gilded edition for Aerodynamics V3s. I got half a brick of each deck except that one. Like I do not have any Gilded decks of
Oh,
the
wow.
deck that I designed, so it's really weird. Yeah, like to be honest, I do not care. It's the same design. It's just Gilded. If I get that deck, I will never open it. So it doesn't really make sense to get one.
I mean, for me, I opened it right away just because I wanted to see what it looks like, and it's for myself, so I'm not reselling my own deck or anything.
Of course, but I hate when people do that. Like
Technically,
they resell their own stuff.
You're reselling them from USBCC.
This guy. Oh my god.
I mean, he's not wrong.
Geez.
Well, yeah, he's not
Technically,
wrong.
yeah.
But yeah. So yeah,
Just
what's the next step for your brand? Of course, besides the Mexican collab, like
Yeah.
what's the next step? Like the next deck, do you have a concept? Are you thinking about doing a collab or something like that?
Maybe with a Mexican.
I am. I have a few decks on the way. Well, I have one that is about to finish, and I am plotting a few more ideas to branch off. So you know how like there's the instant noodles, then there's boba. Like those they have a lot of potential to have future editions, future flavors or whatnot. So I am. And I'm currently trying to find more of those initial concepts so that we can branch out from there. But because I know that my releases were limited, the noodles they're sold out on my end. However, I'm sure there's a lot of retailers who can still sell them. But I just want to keep offering for the decks for those who missed out. So that's where the potential of future editions come in.
Yeah.
All right.
You should just pull in anyone, make 4 decks, and then for the rest of your life, just recolor everyone.
For real, for sure. Just call it a different name, like spicy noodles or like soy
Matcha
sauce
boba
noodles.
playing cards.
Yeah, matcha boba playing cards, like coffee boba stuff, thingy thing. Like
Roasters.
You guys heard it here first.
Hey, you heard it here first. He's just going to make 4 designs and live out of it.
Yeah, full of Zach. Oh no, he just made 1 design. Never mind.
Oh my god, roasting Fontaine. Okay, fair enough. Yeah. Besides that, moving on from that awkward question, what's the next thing for you as a creator and like as a magician and a cardistry and as a cardist?
Next step for me is I definitely need a lot more time to put into YouTube just because how it's going so far. It's growing at a surprisingly really good rate. I started at around 7,000, I think, at the beginning of the year. And now I'm at 56,000, which is really mind blowing. So I think that I definitely need to put more effort there. And as a start to really put out videos on, so my videos so far, they're really like back palm tutorials, or the one I just posted is a tenkai. But I'm fully aware that they're very like there's a lot of those tutorials out there. Like you can count the amount of back palm tutorials out there. But I think that what I can offer is really like the experience from someone who's done it for many years, and I really aim to give like the very best quality, or at least like the best I can offer for the people who just joined in, because I know that at least 80% of my audience, they're not even magicians. They just got into it or they're curious about it. And I see that a lot of people, they start magic because they watch those videos. So kind of reminds me of myself when I first started, which was on YouTube. I had to sift through so much garbage on YouTube. So I just want to start a place where you can watch and reliably learn from a decent source at least. So I think that's my goal for as a creator, really grow the YouTube, and hopefully I can transition as a full-time creator one day.
I mean, for sure, I see you with I think you will have a future in YouTube because your content is actually really good and it's high production and the quality is amazing. Even the sound quality is really cool. Not like our podcast that it sounds horrendous, but yeah.
Yeah, we need standardized
Thank you.
mics.
Yeah,
Actually,
we need better mics.
Just as a question, as a fellow Asian, do your parents approve of you as being a creator?
That's a very good question, actually. So now they're extremely supportive, which I'm very grateful about. But at the beginning, I definitely had to show results. That's for sure, and show potential.
Yeah, I feel you. Same. I think that is the same thing with Hispanic parents, because I remember the first time I told my dad and my mom, yeah, I want to become an artist. I want to do designs, to work with companies or stuff like that. They were like, nah, go to college. And I was like, you will see, I will bring money. And they didn't believe me until I brought the money to the house. And they were like, okay, you're legit. Congratulations, but you still have to go to college. So fuck you. And it's like, fair enough. But yeah, I relate to the approval and disapproval of what we do with our parents.
No, for sure.
Yeah.
What happened is that well, at first I went to university, and then like I thought that I really had to finish my degree, and then I had a discussion with my father one day, and he was like, like, well, actually, I brought up like, yeah, like I know that I have to finish this degree because you guys want me to, and then he's like, whoa, like, I don't want you to do this degree just because you want me to, for you to get a degree, and then that kind of clicked. I was like, oh, okay, the first time I hear that. So I didn't drop out just to drop out. I actually had an opportunity at the marketing agency that I work at right now. And I decided to drop out to pursue that because I was studying marketing. And when I studied I studied marketing so that I could eventually work in an agency, which was the offer that I already had. So I decided to jump in and do it full time. And I'd say for a good year or two, they kind of regretted that they said that. And every time they would tell me, "Oh, you don't need to get us a gift for Christmas or anything, but what would be great is for you to go back to school." So and like I would get that like every now and then, but it was only after I would say after 2 years where I really like showed that I made an impact, or like results. I did like really good results. I did big projects with big brands that they start to see that they start to accept that this is my path. And
I don't know. I don't know if you feel the same, but I hate it when my parents like start flexing my accomplishments. Like they say, "Yeah, my son works with like companies in Europe or companies in the US and stuff like that. He gets more money than like normal Mexican or something like that." I
Well, now you're
hate it.
flexing on us.
I this guy, you already know all that, Curtis. Like, come
I
on.
know, but you're flexing on
But
us.
but like, yeah, I hate when they say that. I cringe so bad because it's like, yeah, nobody really cares about what I do in my own time. Like, yeah, I was lucky enough to get all those opportunities, so that the reason I do not like to flex or stuff like that because I find it really cringy. So I don't know if you can relate to that. Like, do your parents like tell other people what you do or stuff like that?
They definitely do tell. Like they don't. I don't think they really like tell all their relatives about it. But I know that because they work in a nail salon and they talk to their clients
Oh,
and all that. So
okay.
I know that they do talk about me in that way. However, I don't really take it like I'm totally okay with that. Just because I'm actually glad that they approve or that they feel proud of the things I do.
Yeah.
So I guess I haven't really put much thought into that, but that's I'm in my case, like it's not. I don't think they're not necessarily like like bragging every time they have the opportunity, but because I'm
Right.
sure like their clients ask like, oh, like what's going on with Bao, and so that definitely comes up. So but one thing that I'm happy about is that they support me and they like what I do.
Yeah, like that's the difference between your Asian parents and Mexican parents. Like Mexicans are off the rails, bro. Like for real. They need to chill. Like I do not want the neighbor or the water guy to know about my life. Like what the fuck? Like
The water guy,
Oh,
the milkman.
oh
the
no.
milkman knowing about what the fuck I do or something like that. Like come on.
Yeah. Same with me, but it goes kind of back to what we were talking about with magic earlier, where I'll meet I live with my grandma, right? My parents are back in Puerto Rico, working. I'm here in Florida. As soon as we meet somebody new, new group of strangers, one of the first things she'll say is, "Oh, Adrian, go ahead and show them a trick. Why don't you? He's a magician. He's been to X Factor. He's been to this, that, and the other." Like, bro, come let me say hello. They don't even know my name.
Yeah, bro, I hate it. I think that's the
Oh man.
thing that our parents are like Hispanics, so
Yeah, it'd be like that.
they feel different, bro.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah,
Um,
for us Asians, they would be like, my son's a disgrace.
Oh my god.
but at least he has a good rail change.
Yeah, I
um,
guess one thing that I don't like is performing for my extended family. Just performing in
Yes.
general. I don't really perform.
Why? Why?
Um, I don't know. Well, I don't think I never needed their approval or anything, or just like the as I was growing up, um, like I just hear a lot of the corny jokes like, oh, if you're a magician, you can make money up here, or like,
yeah.
and it's just
The
I
classic
just stopped
one. The,
caring.
can
Can
you
Yeah.
you
make
turn
my
my
wife do
one
something?
Can you
into
make
a
my
hundred?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
So I you hear all of that, and I kind of tuned it out, and I to the point where like I don't necessarily feel like bring up magic, at least to my family. But like if they're asking, I don't mind, but but most of the time they don't really tell me like, oh, show us a trick or anything. I doing my own thing, and yeah.
yeah, yeah. I
I
think
mean, that's really cool.
it's an overlapping, theme that now us, growing up in, you know, 2021, technology and everything has advanced so much and society has progressed that you can make a career full time or not, you can make a living out of doing something that isn't traditional, like full time job or, we've all seen, influencers, as cringe as they are, they've been able to successfully make enough money to live off of that, right? And probably, after dropping out of college, or magicians, right? Magician doesn't sound like a, realistic life.
Like playing card designer, like designer, it sounds like normal, but then just add the playing cards.
Oh, so niche, right? But
yeah,
but then but now we're seeing more and more people are becoming, they're making a living off of that, right? Without necessarily finishing college or pursuing a bachelor's degree. So it's kind of hard for them to understand. So I kind of get that, the mistrust, kind of, of them wanting us to go the traditional way, but
yeah, there's definitely so many opportunities nowadays that you can there's so many career paths that didn't exist just a few years ago. So I definitely want to take advantage of that and really explore whatever is possible in at least the creator space for the time being.
Yeah. So Curtis, can you ask the question? I do not want to say the question because it will sound rude if it comes out from me.
The question. I'll remember the question. Oh, that question. Okay, yeah.
That
First
question.
thing you're doing after Canada gets its shit together concerning COVID because stupid, and I've been stuck here for like the past year, and I don't know what I'm doing. So how about you? Yeah.
Imagine that question coming out from my mouth. It will sound racist as fuck.
Well, yeah, I don't think I fully understood or was paying attention.
Okay, yeah. Okay. Removing my existential crisis. What's the first thing that you're doing after Canada removes its restrictions?
Oh, okay. Damn. Well, I mean, depends on how. I guess things are getting better with vaccination and everything. I really miss going on vacation abroad. Really, I miss going to Asia, or even just to go to the beach in the south. I think those are the bigger things if you can't if Canada removes the restriction, and if we're of course able to safely travel.
Yeah, I understand. I've been stuck here.
Are you guys getting Pfizer or Johnson and Johnson?
Pfizer? I think Johnson & Johnson's still allowed, but it's not recommended or some shit. I don't know how things work.
The whole blood clotting thing. It's
oh my god! So we are the only ones getting fucking Johnson & Johnson. God, I do not want to die.
It's only for women, so I think you're fine unless you're secretly a woman.
I mean, how do you know? I might be one. Who knows?
I'm trying to find out. Anyways, this shit is crazy, bro. I was already kind of suspicious about getting a vaccine, but I'm still alive.
Okay, Cam.
Do not be that guy, Adrian. Do not be that guy. So, to finish things off, and how do you feel about your following and your fame status? I know you have a lot of followers on TikTok, and you have a lot of subscribers on YouTube. Like you said, 56,000. That's a lot. You have 56 times the population of the Vatican City on YouTube.
Oh, geez. Yeah. If you put it that way, that's a lot.
Yeah, that's at least more than 10 people. So
I honestly don't think it really occurred to me yet. It occurred to me that that's the amount of people. I still I know you say how I feel about my quote unquote fame, but I don't necessarily feel that, and I don't know. I just feel like I'm another creator, and I try to build a fun community, and whoever I can help that makes me happy because like if you read, like, I get to read comments such as people telling me that like because they learned magic they were able to, I don't know, like entertain their nephew and nieces, or there's a lot of really good things that came out of people learning magic, and I think that's just great. But no, I don't think it occurred to me that my quote unquote following was that large, and I'll try, I'll do my best to grow it, definitely. But yeah, it's cool.
I have a question. This is like off topic. Have you seen the Fried Chicken Wednesday video?
Oh
What
my
is that
God,
about?
stop.
Jesus Christ.
I'm sending the video right now to the chat.
Jesus
Feel free
Christ,
to watch
man.
it. Feel free
every
to watch
time.
it.
Chicken, baby.
Yeah, Fried Chicken Wednesday, baby. Fucking Fried Chicken Wednesday. I love fucking. So good.
I especially love the remixes on TikTok, all the duets where people they do the fuck the baby and the KFC counters. That's the best.
Yeah, so good. I fucking love White Claw Gabe. So good. He's a legend. Shout out White Claw Gabe.
White Claw, baby. Fuck.
Yeah. Fuck. I love fucking chicken fried, babe.
Yeah. Speaking
I
of
can
shout
imagine
outs,
I can imagine the people listening to us not knowing what it is.
yeah.
I don't know what it is. I'm so confused.
I will leave a video to like. I will leave a link to the video in the description if anyone wants to see it, because it's so good. Like, he's a legend. Shout out White Cloud Guy. So
Also,
good.
shout outs to today's sponsor of the video.
That's what I was gonna say. Shout out to today's sponsor, NordVPN.
Yeah. MeUndies and like Dollar Shave Club. Remember, you can use the lawnmower to shave your balls.
All right, just disclaimer: we're not sponsored.
Yeah, we're not sponsored.
Not sponsored.
I wish we were sponsored, because then I'll actually get paid to do this shit. But you know,
Yeah, you know,
tragic.
we do not have any sponsors.
If you're looking at a suspicious amount of Fried Chicken Wednesday videos that you don't want your cable internet service provider to find out, NordVPN. All right. We've done the joke for like 3 episodes, but
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, we are
it's still
like,
funny, so we're gonna keep doing it
yeah, it's
until it's
still
not.
funny.
All
Yeah,
right.
for sure. So, who wants to close up to finish the episode?
I got it.
All right, go ahead.
All right. Thank you everybody so much for listening. It's been a great episode in my opinion. I had some extremely insightful and entertaining, hilarious comments. And the rest of these guys are pretty cool too. Especially when I thank Bao for being a, pretty cool guy. Way chiller than
Pretty
expected.
chill. Yeah, for sure.
And more than anything, I want to thank him for gifting us each, like he said, the brick of Boba playing cards, and especially the hollow. I really appreciate you, bro.
Yeah.
Yep. But yeah, he's such a kind guy, such a giving heart. And
Oh my God.
and I actually heard he just messaged me. Everybody listening to this podcast is getting a free deck of Boba playing cards on the
I
house.
mean,
Don't actually message him. He's
yeah,
gonna be
do not
angry.
message
No.
him. Yeah, do not do that.
No, I'm just kidding. Just me. But yeah, I want to thank you guys so much for listening. If you guys want to share your goodbyes, Bao, anything you want to close us off with?
I just want to thank you guys so much for having me, and you guys have an amazing day.
He's like, disclaimer, I'm not giving away any decks, so please do not message me.
That's true.
All right.
Pablo said it.
This has been a great podcast. I am one of your hosts, Curtis, the Montreal magician, depressed Asian kid. And yeah, that's Pablo, that's Adrian, and
Adrian
That's
RNST.
So yeah.
Yeah. Goodbye.
We're done.
Take care, guys.
Peace.
See you on the next. Well, hear you on the next episode.